Hi, my name is Sarah Hastings, and I'm a junior at Mount Holyoke College with a double major in architectural and environmental studies. For my senior thesis, I am designing and constructing a mobile tiny house made from local resources. My project is called the Rhizome. It combines an eclectic mix of antique and modern material, uses expertise from local companies and professionals, and is inspired by minimalistic architecture worldwide, from Japanese apartments to Romani gypsy wagons. The histories and journeys of all my material will be mapped and documented into an interactive website that illustrates the story reaching far beyond my floor plan. Now, building a house on wheels is a novel idea, but it certainly has been done. As soon as the automobile became available to the masses at the turn of the century, people found interesting ways to retrofit their car into a home on the road. From there, all sorts of camping trailers and RVs, bus conversions, and mobile homes have been designed for a towable lifestyle. But today, if you Google the term tiny house, you will get thousands of images, blogs, Facebook pages, and websites dedicated to a new trend in minimalistic architecture. These little homes are usually less than 300 square feet, and they may be built on trailers, as mine will be. The tiny house movement is the name given to this trend, which appeared around 2006, as a way to accommodate an eco-friendly and financially free lifestyle. Since, the tiny house movement has gone absolutely viral as more and more people seek a simplified lifestyle with fewer material possessions. There are zillions of YouTube videos and online guides to help do-it-yourselfers, as well as a growing number of tiny house companies around the country. Although spread far and wide, the tiny house community has a close-knit, supportive foundation of people online who document their progress through blogs and share their knowledge through media. It is amazing to see how the internet has enabled this movement to flourish across the nation and overseas, and I wouldn't be able to put my house together without the use of social media, email, and all of the shared information on the web. I'd like to stress that although tiny houses support a less materialistic lifestyle, the concept is not entirely Thoreauvian. Henry David Thoreau lived in his tiny cabin by Walden Pond in Concord, Massachusetts, as an escape from society and to live with only the bare essentials for 2 years and 2 months. Today, I think people are getting the same kind of insight that Thoreau did by living small, but now there's no expectation to sacrifice one's internet connection or integration into the community. In fact, many tiny houses use technology in clever ways to increase comfort and stay connected. So, my interest in eccentric architecture follows a lifelong trajectory. Like lots of kids, I grew up building forts with boxes, blocks, snow, and blankets. My fondest memories are of my backyard getaways, which were greatly enhanced by my imagination. I started watching HGTV, Home and Garden Television, probably as one of the nation's youngest viewers. Extreme Homes was one of my favorite programs. In 7th grade, after reading The Hobbit, I became obsessed with the idea of building a hobbit hole. I became quite serious about this endeavor for years, and upon graduating from high school, I was still interested in green roofs and earthen houses. I entered college with the intention of double majoring in architecture and environmental studies, and have not changed my mind since. As a kid, I liked to draw houses a lot, but I was extra excited when I was able to materialize my visions, and one way of doing this was using the computer. The Sims is a casual life simulation video game where you can create people in their houses and neighborhoods and carry out their daily lives in a virtual world. My brother bought this game when I was 10, and I usually played it solely to design the houses. My friends often built giant mansions like this, but I opted to create the strangest houses possible using cheat codes. When I was in 6th grade, I began saving my paper route money for my own computer so I could use The Sims for more than a half hour at a time, because sharing the household computer with my 5 siblings didn't allow me enough time to complete my designs. I really think that these games helped me stay on the route to studying architecture. The same skills necessary for The Sims can be translated to other programs that I've been using now, like Google SketchUp, a 3D rendering software, and other professional architectural rendering software like AutoCAD and Revit. So the evolution of my tiny house interests started with the hobbit hole. Then when I was a freshman in college, I was just scrolling through Tumblr, where I follow a ton of different design blogs, and I saw a photo of a tiny house on wheels. I immediately knew that this would be a more logical first home since it had fewer roots than an earthen home. I would be able to accommodate my needs and move if I was changing jobs or going to graduate school. What was first a daydream quickly spiraled into a serious endeavor, and now it is my thesis. I wouldn't be able to go about building my tiny house the way that I am without the use of digital technology. Mapping software, 3D rendering programs, website platforms, and online resources have helped me organize my project into something that isn't just walls and nails. As I continue to compile my materials and prep for construction, my Excel databases are filling up with lots of information: dimensions of wood, how far it has traveled, where it was harvested, which old barn I salvaged it from, and who is helping me cut it to size. Also, what my antique kitchen cabinet was originally used for, where it has been, who has owned it, and where it would fit into my floor plan. My website will be accessible soon with virtual tours, interactive maps and timelines, and ethnographical stories about people I have met along the way. But for now, I've created a short video about the process.
Love your life, as poor as it is, for the sun may be reflected off the windows of your shanty, as brightly as that of a rich man's palace.
I am doing this now because I did that then. So I am producing for you a continuous line of thought. But actually I'm doing it backwards. I'm doing it always from now and connecting up what I do now with what I did so that you could see a consistent story. Regard everything that you're doing as play.